No.
Gunner! We need the snow to fly. We need cold weather and snow. We'll seal this deal. I'm not a very funny guy, I'm just serious.
You gotta talk louder.
I'm all business, I'm not very funny.
You gotta work on that.
Yeah, I know.
Stay.
Get you squared up here. There you go, Chief. That ought to take the edge off for you. Look at that unit. That thing's probably worth more than all our shotguns.
Takes a lot to get me on your side.
Above it. Right here, right here, right here.
Gunner!
All our lives, we dream of our first gun dog. A dog we can take anywhere with us. A dog of our own to train, to hunt, and to be proud of. Over time, our passionate, dedicated hunting dog becomes much more than all of that. They become our best friend. Lone Duck Outfitters, sharing your passion for the unspoken bond.
Hi, I'm Blake Gibson. I grew up in Owensburg, Washington. I'm pro staff for Pacific Calls, and you're watching Long Haul Outdoors.
I think at the time it was more intriguing for me to move to Ellensburg and get out of the city than it was to become a dog trainer, but ultimately I found out I was good at it. I was contracted by that kennel for about 6 years to train dogs for them. After that, I had an opportunity to buy some property and open up my own kennel and finally open the doors to Long Hollow Retrievers.
That was
One shot. Gunner. Nice shooting, boys. Oh, that was close. You were right behind him. Ultimately, after about 6 years of being contracted by another guy, I started my own business and we opened the doors to long haul retrievers. And that's where my campaign to the Master National began. And when I first broke out as a professional dog trainer, I was training gun dogs of all kinds. We trained pointing dogs, we trained gun dog retrievers, we trained hunt test retrievers. I even ran some pointing dogs in NSTRA field trials. So I kind of learned to do it all. But my heart and my foundation was always in retriever training. So when we started Long Haul Bird Dogs, the evolution of our program becoming a retriever training program and training master hunters in the AKC, and eventually campaigning in 2011 at the Master National back in Maryland. Get your mark way up. Good. Delta. Shoot it again. Gunner! Good dog. Heel. 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 Gunner, heel. Heel. Sit. Sit. Shoot him. Oh, how did that get away? Shoot him again. Delta.
I didn't know, remember? You got shot all up in the back one that I was gonna shoot at. Well, he got smoked. Gunner. I guess you can say I shot her because I shot her.
One of the things that stood out to me most about hunting divers on the lower Columbia River with Desmond is the blind that we hunt out of is pretty elevated. And if you've ever hunted divers before, you know the ducks come in super low and hot right on top of the water, so they really have no clue that you're there. And so when you stand up, I mean, you're kind of shooting down on the water, and it's pretty fun because if you're shooting behind them, which you do a lot because they're super fast, you can see where you're missing. That's pretty cool. Gives you a little heads up on what you're doing wrong.
Gunner! Gunner, here. Hey, here.
I gotta say that, yes. You just keep you warm?
Oh yeah. It's just a
Oh
shell.
yeah, here he is right here. How mad is he? Oh yeah! Hey.
The dogs did great. It was kind of a cool situation. I got to hunt my young dog Gunner, which is son of Delta, and we also hunted Delta. So it's kind of got Delta on the left and Gunner on the right.
They're fast. Fast little bastards.
Good boy. Get him.
Even two. Yeah, two.
No.
Gunner! Good dog. Heel. Heel.
Hiker called Delta's name.
I felt it really resourceful to be able to hunt with a dog like Delta. It's not all about just watching him retrieve, but it's a great resource when you have a young dog. Ryan kind of talked about this earlier. When you have a young dog and a veteran dog, you can use the older dog to make the younger dog honor him. And if for some reason your younger dog does break or does do something that you don't like, you always have that veteran dog that can pick up anything and can go and get that bird. And that really just teaches your dog that much quicker that if they do something wrong, they don't get a go, and if they do things right, then they do get a go. So that was a great resource for Gunner to get better this season. Early in the season, Gunner had struggled a few hunts with his steadiness. I don't know really what caused it. Some days he'd be super steady, and then other days he would just be extra excited that day, and he'd have some trouble with his steadiness. So with this particular diver hunt, he did an awesome job. He honored Delta very well, and he ended up getting a ton of retrieves because he honored so well. So he got rewarded on that day, and I really think that helped him in the long run.
being a professional retriever trainer for years, obviously my standards for our retrievers have always been really high, but the reason for that honestly has nothing to do with competing or with the business or with field trialing. Really the reason for having a great retriever is to make a good hunt great. We all have had opportunity to go out and shoot a few ducks, and I think we can all remember some of the best hunts we've ever had. I just realized a long time ago that I didn't care how great the hunt was or how many birds were coming into the X or the hole that we had scouted the day before, that our hunt was just gonna be better if we had a great dog. And I think I can speak for most of us when I can say I've been on hunting trips with bad dogs and I've been on hunting trips with good dogs. There's just nothing better than waterfowl hunting with a perfectly well-trained advanced retriever. One that is calm and quiet in the blind, one that what we call a non-slip retriever. That is a retriever that picks up every single bird you shoot, whether it's a marked bird or a blind or whatever. The teamwork that it takes between handler and dog to pick up every single bird without screaming and yelling and throwing rocks and running in and out of the blind and causing a bunch of chaos. Hunting should be a relaxing experience, and if you put the time in with your retriever in the off season, it'll be just that. I would say in our time representing long hollow retrievers and ultimately deciding to produce Long Hollow Outdoors and share our adventure waterfowl hunting and training retrievers, I think in that time we've separated ourselves in a positive way, one that I can be proud of because we've spent so much time in the field actually hunting as well as competing in AKC hunt tests and field trials. I also think the amount of knowledge and compassion and patience that is developed over the years that's really important to developing great, confident, and intelligent retrievers is the thing that separates us, maybe the thing that separates us from the pack. It's been a lifestyle for a long time, even in the time that I decided to take a leave of absence from the kennel and just focus on my family and focus on myself and get healthy and maybe change my perspective. Even during all that time and hooking up with Blake and feeding off his passion for retrievers and waterfowl hunting, it's really never stopped. You know, I call it taking a break or a leave of absence or whatever, but it was very short-lived, and really things have just changed, and I'm looking forward to the evolution of Long Hollow Outdoors.